Okay, so the ingredients you need will be milk, cheese, and macaroni, and eggs. Those are the main ingredients. And these are the seasonings. I use seasoned salt, pepper, garlic powder, and salt. But I don't measure those. I just kind of look at it and see what it looks like. So these are the ingredients. The macaroni is a small macaroni. It's about that big. So that's the macaroni I use. So what I do is I take a pot of water and boil it, you know, like you would do normally with noodles. And also, I forgot, I do use this. It's called paprika as a topping to go over the top. Alright, I have the water boiling. And I add a little bit of salt to the water. Just to have the noodles flavored. Then once this boils, you know, you add the macaroni, of course. I know you already know that, but I'm taking you step by step. So normally I would buy the cheese that's already shredded, so I don't have to do that. It's already grated. But I'm going to have to actually use a grater and work with this cheese. And you will be needing 8 ounces of this. Sorry for that interruption. But you will be needing, this is 32 ounces. This is a bigger box than I use, but I just use 8 ounces now. I don't know how to measure that out, but you might want to buy a pack of 8 ounces because what I'm going to give you is the measurements for 8 ounces of macaroni and cheese. This is not quite 8 ounces, so I probably need to put more, the rest of what's in the box, as you see there. But I'll be grating this cheese with my grater there, and it'll be 4 cups of cheese in all is what it equals out to be. Okay, so the water's boiling. And then stir it up. While that's boiling, I'm grating my cheese. I think I'm gonna need the whole pack. I'm not sure though, it's 4 cups. Also, you can preheat the oven to 350 is what I use here. I guess it's the same where you are, I'm not sure, but 350. So your macaroni is boiling, and you can prep some other stuff like the cheese basically, but I'm about to work on that now. Here's the cheese, grated by me. So here's my 4 cups of cheese that is ready for the preparation part. Alright, so the macaroni is almost done. Maybe about 2 more minutes. And then once that gets ready, we'll be draining it. So it looks like they're ready. And now we can drain it. So I'm going to take this, turn the eye off, and then, ooh, that's hot. We'll take this and drain. Alright, so now we'll drain this. También necesito mantequilla. I need, or we need, I don't know how to translate that, a little butter. And the purpose of that is to help keep the noodles from sticking. So after it's boiled, this is about the amount you'll need. And then you just let that melt down as so. And so in the same pot that you boiled your noodles in, you are going to add your eggs and milk to this. Okay, so I added the eggs, and now all I have to do is actually beat the eggs like that. Alright, so you have your eggs beat, and then you're going to add milk. So we'll need to add a little bit of milk. We're actually adding 2 cups of milk. Okay, so we need 2 cups of milk. Alright, and then once you do that, I'm going to be adding that to here. And then we'll be stirring this around a little bit like that. And then we'll add seasoning, so let me go get them. Okay, so these are the things that I use now. We're going to be adding this and this to this. I do not measure it, so it will be tricky for if you're not used to that. So I take the pepper, I put it all across the milk and eggs, just like that. Then I take the salt, as you see, and add it across the top of that. Then I add this, and you do not need very much of this, just a little. If you use too much of this, the taste is horrible, so you need a little. So watch. That's about plenty of that. And then I use a little bit of this because it's just a different type of salt. If you don't have this, you can just use the regular salt. Alright, adding this in will be you see a little there. Alright, now what you do now is you will be adding the cheese. So let me get it. Okay, so we can stir the seasoning around a little bit. Not really important. But we're going to be adding in the cheese. Oh, I'm going to make a big plop. Alright. What you want to do is you want to turn your eye on. And we're going to be melting that down. You want to put it low. Alright. So we'll stir this in a little bit. Just like that. And once we get that melted down, we'll add in the noodles. Okay, so it's melted a little, and that's good enough. And now I'm going to add some macaroni. Just like that. Oops. And you stir that around. Let me see how that looks. Doesn't look very appealing right now. Looks kind of disgusting, but this is the right look for goodness, and a whole lot of goodness at that. So, see how the cheeses have kind of melted? If you look, you can kind of see the cheese is melted down. Alright. So the next key part to making sure that the macaroni and cheese taste right is to just cook a little bit of it in the microwave first. Oh, I'm cooking breakfast over there too. So anyway, desayuno is this. Es este mi desayuno. I think that's right. But to the task at hand. Alright. Okay, so if you are a cook, one of the most important steps to cooking is making sure that it tastes right. So what I do is I take a little bit of this macaroni, add it to a bowl such as this, and I take this bowl, put it in the microwave there, and kind of do a little bit of cooking. And we'll be doing maybe just a few seconds. It's on 15, but I'll let it kind of cook a little bit because it has eggs in it. But after I do that, I'll taste it. So we'll see how that works. Alright, so now it's ready. Alright, it's ready. So I'm going to take it out. It looks kind of like that. Take a spoon and we'll be tasting that. So, oh shoot, that doesn't need cooking long. Well, it tastes alright. Maybe a little bit more salt, a tad. So I add a little salt. And oh shoot, my spoon's in there. I was wondering what happened to that. Alright. So pretty much at this point it's ready for the oven. So we'll be getting the pan ready for that. These are the last of the ingredients that you need. So you need a dish for the macaroni because it's going in the oven. A little cheese for the top to sprinkle it once you put it in the dish. And then you put this on top of the cheese. You spray the dish with this though. So there you go. That's what you need for the final steps. Alright, so here's our macaroni. And I forgot, I need to spray the pan. So, this is just the oil to keep it from sticking. You can use butter or mantequilla for that. And then I'm going to pour this in. So, there's that. Just to put that in there as such. And then we will put cheese on it. Okay, so I'm having my Bible study over, so I made some little individual ones to go into the thing. But ordinarily, this and this would be all in this. But I'm having a friend over, so I'll make a small one. All right, so next you will be adding your cheese to the top, like so. Probably need a little bit more cheese. All right, a little bit more there. Gotta get all of that. It really needs a little bit more, but I don't want to grate anymore, so this is what we're gonna stick with because it'll be fine. Just like that. Last, we're gonna take this paprika, which is like a spice, but it's also good for adding a little bit of color to the macaroni and cheese. So we'll be sprinkling it on just like that. It adds color and also a little spice, just a little bit. Now it's ready for the oven. So we are going to take a trip over here to the oven. All right. And we're going to bake at 350 for just some time. All right, so when we come back, it will be ready. Product. This is it. This is about what it should look like. These are one for me, one for my Bible study, or for my lunch on Monday. But it has been about an hour past, so this is pretty much ready. There's only one thing that I do to double check to make sure that it is ready. I lift the side over here to see if it looks milky or not. I think I'm gonna have to take it out. Okay, so here you see that it is kind of like a little bit, just a little bit soft. Sometimes I go ahead and let that, like the way that looks, I let that get a little bit more done. So I'm going to take a little bit, stick it back in the oven for a little bit.